Welcome back to another 007 First Light mission talk through. Today we're talking about the Needle's Eye mission, and this mission for me was really nice. I think this is one of the better training missions I've played in a video game in a very long time, because they managed to mix a montage with a playthrough. They make the mission feel short, but the period in which Bond is there for the MI6 training is quite a lengthy bit of time. So I think that was magnificently done. It's funny that during the fight they make you actually think that you have a chance against Monroe, when in truth you had to lose this fight, right? Because all of that is a part of training. Bond doesn't just show up and he's like the best fighter there. Like, Monroe actually kicks his ass, and then you continue through the mission. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that was thinking that, okay, so Monroe's gonna be the guy that we get through the game, right? Monroe's gonna be this guy that is introduced, that is the guy that just gives you a hard time all the time. You find that person in games very early, or in movies or shows as well. And even Greenway, being as annoying as he is, because as soon as you show up he's already giving you shit, helps to really add to the game, because now you're invested. You're like, damn, you're playing as James Bond, but he's giving you shit, and you're just like, why won't this guy just get off my back? Like, this is a James Bond game, right? James Bond is the main character. But the developers are kind of like playing with you almost at this point, where they're really giving you a background to let you know that, hey, not everybody likes Bond, right? Not everybody is always giving him an easy time and letting him do all the things he wants to do. Not to mention that this is also a very early start, right? This is Bond before he becomes an MI6 agent. So all this really helps to add and build for the story. With this being a Bond game, of course they give you an opportunity to drive an Aston Martin, and I think the driving was actually pretty smooth in my opinion, as somebody who has spent a lot of time driving in GTA and gotten used to how that game works. Driving here in 007 First Light didn't feel too bad. The part that did kind of like throw me for a loop though was the fact that they're using Square as handbrake. I'm pretty sure I've seen Square used as handbrake in other games before, but like I said, as someone who's coming from playing GTA for like years, right, that really kind of threw me for a loop, because I was like, what do you mean Square? Like, my fingers didn't even react in time to actually, like, doing the whole brake and drifting around the corner. Coming back to the point that I made about this mission feeling like a montage, and I think it's brilliant, is you go from driving to parkour, and then after you grab the flag they send you straight to a little like range exercise. And that's what I mean by, I think it was brilliant. Like, the mission doesn't feel too long, but just the fact that they made it this quick snap, like this montage, you're doing one thing after the next, now they toss you into like a fight, right? And you're watching Bond get better, because obviously you as the player, you're also getting familiar with the controls and the mechanics of the game. And games now are all about immersion. Even something like tapping X to do a push-up, right? That's like insignificant, but they still add that to the game to help you fully immerse yourself into the experience. Another great thing about them taking this montage approach to the training is, for me, the first time I was driving, like, you could see I was clearly struggling, but because this is something that Bond is going through day by day, like, now you get to see, okay, hey, he's getting better, and like I said before, you're getting better, so you have that reward, you feel that satisfaction, like, okay, I didn't do as great on the course last time. The first time they just tossed me into it, but this time I got it, and me as the player, I feel that satisfaction. Now, I talked about how insignificant this portion of the push-ups felt, right? But they added something a bit more this time. This time you can see Bond like struggling, and they have you tap multiple times for him to put a bit more effort into it and come up on the push-up. And Monroe says 99 again, because that push-up didn't necessarily count. As someone who was in the military, it's funny watching that and actually playing through it, because that's exactly what would happen, right, on a PT test. It shows you the amount of research and just how detailed these developers are aiming to be. And even for anyone who actually like exercises, that last rep takes, that rep till failure takes so much out of you. So they really were able to show that, to get that point across by having you tap X multiple times to come upon that last rep, and then to just have Monroe say, hey, it didn't count. While going through the training, I really didn't think that hand-to-hand combat would take that much of a toll in the game, or like play that big of a part in the game. But I obviously have played more missions into the future, and it really does play a big part in the game. And I think it's very interesting that they chose to include that, because when you watch the latest Bond movies, Daniel Craig's James Bond is very physical, in my opinion, when compared to the other Bonds before him, right? Like, he is Mr. Hands, like left hand James, right hand Bond, and James Bond, James Bond, James Bond. Like, you could get it. So I really think that all the hand-to-hand combat is just lovely, right? Even like this stuff, like tossing the guns, and you know, like he just did a finisher, he's out of ammunition. Like, this is next level stuff, unless I haven't been playing enough video games and there's other games that kind of have this kind of stuff. And if they have them, definitely feel free to recommend them. I'll go play them just to see what they're all about, because this is great. Sometimes the game feels like it has too many things that you can do, because the fake surrender thing, I still haven't used that up to now, like playing the game, right? I usually just sneak around and I take care of people like I need to take care of them. But this fight right here with Monroe and Bond, this was so good. Like, I actually enjoyed them running us through, you know, the cutscene, prompt to fight, cutscene, prompt to fight. Like, you know, the quick actions are just like nice, they're just good. And I think I talked about this before, where I like the quick time events. I said quick action, but quick time events is what I meant, sorry. But the quick time events, so good. And the environment falling apart as you beat people up, like bashing them into items, bashing them into rails, stairs, desk, walls, and all these other things, that in itself is also like just super satisfying to like watch in a video game, because you know, we're always asking for more like realistic video gameplay, and you're getting it. You're starting to see it come to the forefront of video games, where yes, you had the quick time events, but no, you got quick time events, these cutscenes, along with the environment falling apart. And like I always say, I'm sure there's video games that have been doing this maybe for years before I started playing this game, but I haven't played any of those games, so I can only speak on my experience. And like I always say, feel free to recommend anything that you have that you think, hey, well, if you like this, then you should probably play this game as well. If you've watched up until this point, I really do appreciate it. Drop a 007 in the comments section so I can know how many people watched. And I really appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all day to like just listen to me ramble and watch me play the game, right? As bad as I am in some points, because like there's some points of the game where I'm like shooting and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I just missed. Like, some people would probably edit that stuff out, but I like to just have the raw gameplay in there, because I'm not perfect, right? I'm not but there you go, there Bond goes, right? Left hand James, right hand Bond, he doing his thing. But like I said, thanks for spending this time with me. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch me continue play this game and give my thoughts, like first impressions on it as well. And in the next mission, I think that's the nightclub mission. That one was really nice and interesting. And I'll see you in that one. All the best. Take care. And for those of you who like haven't played this game, I'll leave this like fight so you can see the entire thing at the end. You know, it's pretty good, so I encourage you to watch it.
Just can't help yourself, can you? I, for one, won't be sorry when you're gone.
Sir, this is on me. I decided to take the sparring outside of the ring. Things might have gotten slightly out of hand.
Don't take the blame for him, Monroe.
Honestly, sir, he's cleared his close combat requirements. I just really wanted to test him. See what he's got. If that was out of line, I apologize.
I expected better from you. And Monroe, if you want this mess, clean it up. Alone.